Hello there folks, Kirk and Jason here with Kirk Giordano Plastering. Today I'm going to show you guys how to lath pillars, columns, whatever you want to call them. This fella called me and he says, Kirk, can I learn to do, he sent me a picture, he says, can I learn to do this watching your videos? I said, yeah. And so I was talking to him over the phone. I said, do yourself a favor and cut yourself 28 pieces of weep screed or J trim, cut yourself 28 pieces of corners. And I explained it. He says, can you come down and take a look and give me a cost to do it? So I thought, yeah, I'll come down. I'll show you guys how we do this. First of all, guys, if you're going to have, so he got tired of painting these. You got, I mean, look at the view. This gets hammered with, it's a beautiful view, but it gets hammered with the weather. So these don't last very long. You got to paint these every 5-6 years. He got tired of doing that. He says, well, man, if I stucco it, how long would that last? I said, your lifetime, my lifetime, my kid's lifetime. So what I told him is, let me see the caps you have. Now, he's got these concrete caps right here. So we got to use those as a template. So what we did is, Jason and I, we put the template on here, and we seen that we only had a 1/2 inch. So if I have a 1/2 inch, what I did was I went with the J trim, a 1/2 inch. And do we need a drip screed right here, which is 7/8 of an inch? No, because these are going to be painted. So the stucco does not need to breathe, or the water does not need to go in it. That's only if you're going to have a color coat, maintenance-free, integrated finish. Mouthful there, guys. Anyway, so what Jay and I did, and we're pretty fast at this stuff, I cut 28 pieces of these. We 45'd them. We cut 28 pieces of corners, just measured them. And here's what we started out with. And here's what you'll do. You'll put your weep screed or J trim or whatever you want to put on the bottom. Then you'll come here and you'll paper it. Now you got to use 2 layers of grade D paper, building paper, to be code compliant. Then what I used was a Stucco lath. Stucco lath, it bends real easy around the corners. Generally I'll use a 17 or a 18 gauge stucco netting, but it would be too time consuming and I wouldn't be able to bend it around the corners. I'd have to cut each piece and then put corners to hold it. Then lastly, what you're going to do is you put your caps on it and you measure from right here. This is your template. From this point to this point, then you put your corners on. And we're all stapled off. Now all we have to do is come back another day and do the stucco work. But just to show you, to prove a point how you could do it, you see I just explained it, but I'll show you how we did it. Now, you want to take, after you get your screed on the bottom, you want to take 2 layers of 60-minute paper. You can see it right there. That's 60 minutes. That's code compliant. Anyhow, once you got your measurement where you want it, you're going to tack that on. You tack it on, then you bend it. Bend this corner. Bend it like that. Get it inside that groove. Once you're in the groove, you tack that down. And we're also going to do the cap. I'll show you how we do the cap. And the cap is all important. Why? Because the cap is what's going to waterproof everything. If we don't, and we always overlap. So we're overlapping the whole thing. That way, no water can enter it. And here's how you do a cap, guys. Real simple. You guys, like a Christmas present. You know how you wrap a Christmas present? The same thing. You're going to put your paper on it. Tack it down. One. Now, just like a Christmas present, you would put it. Of course, my Christmas presents don't look this good. Now, what you're going to do is just put this here, bend it down, and boom. Now you have a watertight seal for the cap. And because he's putting these concrete caps on it, I'll show you another thing. Okay, so now we're watertight here. So you say, well, how do we get the wire on? Even though Jason and I got all the wire on it, I'll show you guys how to do it. Now what Jay did is he cut them all at a certain length. So what we want to do is find an area and get started. We put it on the bottom. and we let our microphone down and come out of our pocket. Oops. Let me get that back in there. Okay, can you still hear me?
I think so, yeah.
All right. So, once we got...
Oh, the mic on your face is moved.
All right, guys, let me try that again. I bent down and mic came out of my front pocket. So, you're using your hammer tacker I call this a hammer tacker. It's an arrow tacker to get the wire on. And this is important, guys, right here. It's furred, meaning this groove that goes in here, that's what furs it. Just like dobies do for concrete, the stucco has got to go underneath this wire and on top of it. You want to embed it. So this is it's not as difficult as it might look. So we come here, we bend our corner. You got to get that corner right. What I'll do is I'll look at the dual line and hit it right there. Once you got that, you keep pulling it. And what this is going to do is when I pull it on the other side, come on now, I pull it on the other side, it lines up. And then my corner aid will tie it all together. I'll show you that on one of those that are already done. And it just happens to be the end of the day. We're doing quite a few things, and it's about, my favorite, about 100 degrees. I'll show you another thing too, guys. Here's just a cap because I was doing caps. If you're going to do the cap, put that guy on there, and you got to overlap. So that will pretty much overlap right there. And because I got this excess, I'm just going to cut it right here. And if you don't want to build up, which I don't want to build up because I've got to stucco this, I cut these right here and do it the same way as that Christmas present type thing. So I cut these guys right here. This way I don't get a build-up. And what does that mean? That means now I pull this down. And yeah, I'm going to hit everything with the big gun too. You see that? Just like a Christmas present. And you run out of staples, which I expected to, because a lot of these I'm just putting with the arrow tacker. We call it a hammer tacker. Boom. I think I've almost used a box of little staples on these guys. Come on now. Get in there. Okay. So this is how you wrap it, guys. You put this side here, you overlap the other side. Now it all ties in together. You see how that's tied in? Everything got to tie in together so that when you do your stucco work, it doesn't get hairline cracks. And that's it. I'll show you one more thing while we're at it, since we are doing it. See, I'll show you how to put corners on, guys, because we already did all those, and I thought we'll save a few for you guys. Now, Jay cut already 28 pieces of these. So what we do is we go from this corner right here to this corner here. That's our template. That's our guide. So we're going to put these on here. We're going to slide it inside this J channel and just staple it off. And these are our guides for when we do the stucco. Easy, isn't it, guys? You too can do this. And when we do the stucco, we're going to use a lightweight cement. We're going to just apply it. But the city got to come out here and look at this and go, hey, you guys look like you know what you're doing. Anyway, when we come to do the cement next week, maybe we'll show you how we apply that too and the kind of texture we're going to give it. We're going to give it a sand finish. A sand finish Goes with everything, guys. If you look at their house, they have a skip trowel, and they said, gee, do you think we ought to match the house? I said, not really. These are all separate pillars. Do a separate finish, and a sand finish goes with everything. So anyway, my name is Kirk. That's how you do pillars, guys. We thank you for watching, and as usual, we'll see you guys on the next one.
All right, folks, as always, thank you for watching another Giordano Stucco video. If you like what we do, please like and subscribe so we can keep making them. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.